Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making these lovely letter blocks. This video is actually requested by one of you guys a very long time ago, and I just never got around making it until today, so I'm very excited for this video. So let's get started. First up, you want to either print or draw your letter. I chose the letter I for today's demonstration, and I'm going to cut that out. Then using a pen, you can also use a pencil, I'm going to trace it onto some cardboard. I'm using a cereal box for this part. The thinner the cardboard is, the easier it will be to form the letters later on. So that's something really to keep in mind, is to choose thin cardboard. But you don't want your cardboard to be too flimsy. I think cereal box cardboard works really well for this project. But if you don't have any other cardboard at hand, you can just use whatever you have. I'm going to trace my letter twice onto the cardboard, then I'm going to cut that out. I chose the letter I for today just because when you're first starting out, the letters that have more straight edges to them are much easier to form compared to letters that have more circles and more curves to them. So that's why I would really suggest starting with letters that have more straight edges to them. Next, using some more scrap cardboard, I'm going to draw 1/2 inch wide strips. These are going to be the sides of our letter. Now you can make your letter any size you want, and you can make the sides any width you want. It really doesn't have to be exactly my measurements. This is what I chose, but you can definitely customize it to your preference. Once I've cut my strip out, I can get to gluing. I'm using a hot glue gun for today. The reason why I'm using a hot glue gun is just because there's not a lot of drying time involved, but you can definitely use any other glue of your choice. You're just going to have to hold it down with some clips. Hot glue is just it dries really quickly, so it works really well for these projects, but feel free to use any other glue of your choice. As I got to the corners, I just bent my cardboard. This is where thinner cardboard really comes in handy, so I would really recommend using thin cardboard. Thin cardboard really especially comes in handy when you're making letters like the letter C or the letter G, which have lots of curves to them. You can't really easily bend thicker cardboard. Now when using a hot glue gun, please be really careful. Please don't burn yourself. It's really easy to burn yourself, so please really be careful when working with a hot glue gun. The only reason I was actually touching the glue was because it wasn't really that hot, so that's why, but other than that, please don't touch your glue. It's probably going to be really hot, and you can burn yourself really easily. If at any point while forming the sides you run out of cardboard, you can always cut another strip out and just glue onto where you left off previously. Once I was done gluing on the sides, I can glue my other eye onto it. Once again, I'm using some hot glue for this part, and I'm just pressing my other letter I onto it. It sounds really weird when I say my other eye. Now using a pair of scissors, I'm cutting the glue strands off. Now you have your basic letter. Now from here you can customize it any way you'd like. You can paint it, you can decoupage some newspaper onto it like I'm doing, or you can just put on some scrapbook paper, or even put on some napkins or fabric. You can use anything you want. Fake flowers, that would look so cool. So really, you can customize it any way you'd like. I'm just using some Mod Podge and some ripped newspaper, and I'm just gluing that on to give a really cool effect. Once my newspaper and my glue were dried, I just took a red ink pad and I rubbed it onto the letter just to add a little bit of tint to the newspaper, and I really like that extra little detail. It really adds a lot to it, adds a little bit more color. Since I love color, I really had to add this part to the black and white, and I really think it took it up a notch. once you're happy with your design or however you like it, you can seal it in with a varnish or sealant of your choice. I'm just using the Liquitex Gloss varnish. The reason why I'm using this varnish is because I had it around. I varnished my paintings with it. I made the letter D and Y as well to spell the word DIY, because that's what we do on this channel, and I really love the way it turned out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below for more kind of DIYs you'd like to see in the future. I would love to recreate them, and I will see you next time. Bye!